All right, how are we doing, guys? My name is Ben.
This is Andrew.
And we are continuing with RWBY, Volume 8, Chapter, 12? Creation?
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
There's only 3 episodes, right, left? This one and 2 more, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
14's the last one. Okay, so go ahead and do the thing.
So, we started off last episode with the, did we start with Aesop's? Is that how we started it? The very beginning? No, Mantle. It was Mantle getting the message.
I think it was everyone getting the message.
Yeah, everyone got the message.
It showed the people in the subway, it showed the people in
we had thought, well, at least I had said, and I think you agreed that it seemed like he had only sent the message to Atlas. Yeah. But it actually went throughout the whole kingdom. So
which makes sense because it is one kingdom.
It is one kingdom,
Even if he's only caring about half of it.
Yeah, so the message did get to Mantle and Grimm are back. And kind of like that funny thing we just watched, I agree that that message probably brought a lot of negativity. So more Grimm just kept a-flowing.
What?
Nah. Well, he's just going to kill us?
What sort of negative emotions are you going to get from someone saying they're going to drop a nuke on you?
No, what? No. So we got that going on. Then we get to cut to the Aesops and Ironwood. A little bit of back and forth there. Mara does not agree with what they're doing. And then the other 3 Aesops are like, well, it's kind of the mission. Even if we don't agree with what it is, I think it might be, it might work, it might not. Let's just go with the flow, Let's listen to the guy. And then Mara's like, no, F that guy. Do y'all even know what you're talking about? Do you even know what you're fighting for? And then Ironwood's like, let me see what this blicky do to your face. And then Winter's like, nope, I got him. I'm gonna take him to the yeah,
I'm gonna take this traitor. What a bad dude,
Dude. I like the way he worded it. He was like, he grabbed him, was like, what are you doing? Are you just trying to get killed right now? Are you stupid? Are you stupid right now? Like, whispers, are you dumb? Are you dumb?
You're trying to die right now? So Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, we get that. She goes in the elevator and then it cuts to team actually no, it goes to the team Juniper. We have my man's Jean hitting Nora with the aura to see if he can heal her scars. Nothing's happening. So then Ren starts talking to her, and then something like, what did he said something like something about how he loves her, like how he needs to care for her, something like that. And then Jean was like, oh,
he was like so she was saying like she was like, oh, like she was bashing him for like deservingly bashing him for how he's been acting. But then she was like, yeah, like you and I have always been like partners. And then pretty much he reciprocated. He said, yeah, I need to apologize as a teammate. And he looked at her and he was like, and as a partner. And John was like, oh, I'll water under the bridge, buddy. I'm gonna go see if
He's like, hey, Ruby, what'd you need, Ruby? Oh, yep. Okay, got you. I'll see y'all later.
She went to Klein. He said, I'm gonna go see if
Klein. Yeah, Klein. That's right, Klein. Yeah, Klein helped with Penny.
He just dipped on out. I was like...
So we, and then we got the little scene between them, both breaking down how their feelings are, what's going on with them. Nora decides that she does not want to move forward as partners right now because she wants to figure out herself, like who she is without him versus how did I like the way that guy worded it. That's how he worded it, right? Because she knows who she is with him, but she doesn't know who she is with herself, kind of thing. Is that how he worded that breakdown guy?
I mean, he just doesn't know how. She doesn't know who she is. She knows who they are, but not who she is.
So she wants to break that down first before she comes back to them being more than just teammates. And he agrees with it, and then he hit her with exactly what you predicted.
I think it went a little something like, boop.
Yeah. Well, you even told it how he said he was going to look at her and see pink petals flowing, and they were. Pink petals were flowing when he looked at her. He rubs her face, and it goes, boop, and we were like, ah!
But I don't know. But sometimes my brain,
sometimes it's just big braining.
I just can't.
So then we cut to everyone, or the other rest of the group talking in like this in the dining area. They're talking about plans, I guess, and what's going on. And then Ruby pretty much goes, it's been a whole day and we're still in here type thing. Like, she's like, nothing's really happening. Like,
she took what Yang said to her to heart. Yeah. At the beginning of the volume. And she's like, see, everything was nothing's worked out since, we've been following you. And Ruby started to take that now.
Yeah. And so she runs out, Yang follows, we get a little sister moment. It was good to see that, but I kind of also agree with like the guy said it kind of felt not forced, but I guess it was kind of like, it didn't feel
it was. I've been saying this. It wasn't the greatest moment, but it was a moment at least.
We needed it. It was a needed moment. I agree.
A very bland moment is better than never having the moment for 8 volumes.
Yeah. Because
so it's like,
because I was gonna say, besides Volume 1, when they're introduced as sisters, you would probably never think they were sisters. To be honest.
There was the most I can remember is literally in the yellow trailer, which is like, oh hey sis.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And I'm like, that was before season 1.
Yeah, besides that, you would never really thought they were sisters. So now we get to see, we got a little sister moment. Yes, granted, it didn't feel or was the greatest, but it definitely was a needed moment, and it was, like you said, a moment. So we had that, and RWBY came to the conclusion that she believes that the Grim that we saw, the Hound, is a mixture of a silver-eyed person and a Grim mixed into one, and she has believed that that's what happened to her mother.
I think it was more like turned into a Grim.
Turned into a Grim, but that.
I mean, that could be a mixture, but it could also be some other.
That's not what I meant. Yeah, I think it's a.
I know what you meant, but
it's not like she took a Grim and was like, just get inside, just threw him inside of a Grim. But
hey, you want to eat this little thing right here? Inside you,
you know, like silver guy goes, I'll throw him in your mouth real quick, and then he'll become.
It's a vitamin.
Yeah, it's a vitamin. There was a poor person. But so we had that. So we, because that was the debate we had, was it because the dude was a Faunus or Silver Eyes?
Yeah.
And now we've come to conclusion. Well, RWBY came to conclusion.
I mean, until it is
fully
specifically stated and shown. It solidifies the theory. But
we don't know. It's still theory.
It's still a theory.
It's still a theory.
They could be like, yeah, it had to be a male, and it's like, what? Okay.
They go up to Salem. I know what you're doing with Silver Eyes, and then she's like,
can I do something like that with Silver Eyes?
Did I? I thought it was because he was a Faunus and a guy. And they were like, oh, we know what you're doing with Faunus's dudes. Okay. But yeah, no, so
that's why your mom was one. No, wait, what? Hold up. This brings up questions. So we got that situation. Wait, Taeyang, what's going on here, buddy? It's like
in the middle of their bantering. It was in the middle of their bantering? Or they're not banter, but conversation that Penny tried to walk out. Is that what happened?
I think she flew out of her window.
Something. Yeah. So they all then the whole team runs out and they try to grab her because they know what her virus plan is to go open the thing and then kill herself.
She stated it out loud.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I have to get to the vault open and then self-destruct. And then they're like, oh no. So
but now they're just like, we're gonna progress that as close to the line as possible.
So they ended up catching her. They get her held down to the ground. The whole team gets her held down, and then they come to a conclusion, which you had also guessed, and it wasn't, you just threw it out there as to throw it out there, but it actually ended up happening. They decided to use her aura to try to suppress the virus, and that's what they did. They used John to boost her aura to suppress the virus. So we had
the human side of her fighting the robot side.
So then they knew that they didn't have much time with her in that way, so they tried to make a plan real quick, and then RWBY was like, why don't we bring her to the vault? And they're like, are you insane, my guy? And they're like, no, trust me, it's gonna work. And they called up Ironwood, who's already in the vault waiting, and it was just like, yeah, Penny's gonna do it. And then he was like, all right, only her. When she comes to the door, only her.
Well, to be clear, in front of the school is where they're going to meet.
Yeah, front of school. And then
so I'm assuming he's probably gonna have like a button, be like kind of like Adam had that little click thing. Yeah. It's gonna be like that. He's gonna be like,
yeah.
But better just see my ginger. That's it.
But we also stated Emerald has stated that she is now on their side. So we do have a little someone who can make illusions now. So,
true.
So, and like you would say also, she was strong. I don't want to say strong enough, but like she has mastered it to the point where she was able to trick Salem, and that's like.
I mean, I don't know if that was a feat.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I was saying. I think that would be. Because Salem is just a person. I mean, she has, an immortal body and she has magic, but does having magic make you superior to everyone else? In a way that
she's not,
it's a lower tier, so it wouldn't work on you? No, I don't think
she's not big brain like that, bro.
I think it was more just like she was able to do it on her, and everyone was like, oh, Okay.
Right. So
but I don't think it was like.
I don't think that's a growth. That's why I said I don't think that's a growth in her like feet or her thing.
But her being able to do it on multiple people
now that
in an area in which they can't even see.
And we did get to where
she had real quick. She had Jean, Yang, and Ren. All three of them. The thought that was Hazel.
Yeah, and well, I was also going to state was that I think that we had seen the way back in the first time she not tricked them all, but made the illusion of Salem being this huge like figure, and that was on the whole group.
Yeah,
I mean, and that was out of like rage, but or like
it was more emotion. Of like a power amp that was like an all or nothing.
But that showed her potential. Yeah. So there is a chance that she had mastered it because then this is what 3 or 4 seasons after the fact. Because what season was that?
In season 5. This is season 8.
So 3 seasons later, I mean, there's a lot that she could have learned within those 3 seasons to be able to master that. You know what I mean? So we could have that. We could see that. So I mean, so she might be strong enough to manipulate them all to where they're all invisible to what's his name, and then so we'll see that.
But with that, Penny's the only one that can fly.
Yeah, touche.
Right. So,
well, I think RWBY can technically fly with her semblance in a sense.
Only for a certain height. There's zero way that she's going from Mantle.
No, of course not. Yeah.
Actually, no. They don't have to fly anywhere. They're on Atlas.
They're on Atlas. Because they have the Schnee Mantle.
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking they were in Mantle, and they had to fly up there.
Yeah. So
scratch whatever I was saying.
Yeah. But yes. But I don't think.
But there's no. It's gonna be too obvious if Penny just walks there.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
So Penny, being Penny, should just fly there. Right, she flies everywhere. She should just literally just fly there, right? And if she's under a program, she's not going to be listening to Ironwood. Yeah, she's just going to walk right by him.
Yeah.
Right? There is another piece that I did think was really, really important for Ironwood himself.
What is it?
It's the fact that Ozpin is back, and Oscar's switching places with him. Yeah. You know, this could allow him to talk to Ironwood.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Which, I mean, I don't know how it depends on how they play the cards. Yeah. But there's a potential that Ironwood could actually be redeemed. I guess almost.
Persuaded almost. Yeah.
Well, brought back.
Yeah.
Right, because he is really far, but he's always looked up to Ozpin, right?
And I think having it's not necessarily that Ironwood's he's wrong, but he's not wrong at the same time because I think in his eyes that since now he knows he can't defeat Salem, there's no way to physically defeat her. He's thinking about just playing the ridiculous long game, like we had talked, and he's like, "Yo, if we take up the relic as high as possible to the point where she can't reach us, we win. I mean, no one wins." So,
she doesn't win.
That's my point. So if we don't win,
we can't win, but she can't win.
Yeah.
So it's a mutual.
So he's putting logic behind it because he's like, us fighting her makes no sense because we can't kill her. Then us just keep sending people to her. We're just going to get more people killed. So why don't we just end what I can end now?
And if they're about to get destroyed anyway,
Mantle. Yeah.
Let's just What is that? There's a term for it. A gambit.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's a chess move. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but you pretty much like you put like your rook or something out there.
Yeah.
The enemy queen takes it. Yeah. And then you take their queen.
Yes. Okay. So
you're sacrificing. Mantle is just going to get us all killed by us standing here. So he's like, I'm just going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And because what he was saying, because when he did his message, he was like, "There's no reason for you not to work with me." He's right. I was thinking about it, and that is 100% correct.
Yeah.
Right, because Team RWBY and all of them are thinking more righteous thoughts, if you would.
Yeah.
If Mantle got blown up.
Yeah.
There would still be people in Atlas that are in danger, so they would still go to save them.
Yeah.
Right?
He's like, go ahead.
So he's like, yes.
Yeah.
If I blow them up, I want to save Atlas. Y'all want to save Mantle and Atlas. If I blow Mantle up, you still want to save Atlas. You may not care for me. But then again, he's been saying that for forever. He said, I don't care about my image. He's like, I'm here to save the people. I don't give a crap. And he's like, after we're done here, I'm going to be locked up. I don't care. Right? But as for now, I'm calling all the shots and I'm making sure we don't lose. Right? Which is... his semblance is also really pushing that forward because now he's just like, I'll do literally whatever. I will nuke Mantle so that Atlas can live.
So I agree with that. So I mean, I don't think he's necessarily going. I mean, he's going crazy, I think, but it's all logical thinking though. It's all logical.
It's not just a madness.
It's not like he's just going on a rampage.
There is a method to it.
He's not, because there's him and then there's a Tyrion who is
Tyrion just wants destruction.
Tyrion is literally madness. Like, that's insanity. He's not insane. He actually is thinking logically, but he's willing to he'll take the sacrifices, as he stated, to make the logical thing happen. He doesn't care who he has to take out, who has to die. He will make it happen so they can win in the long run.
And I do think it'll be really ironic if in saving Atlas you destroy Atlas. Because what I originally said with Raven coming in and pulling all the people out, if they do manage to get all the people of Mantle out and get all the people of Atlas out, you've saved Atlas. The Elysians, they're the ones who essentially make, like, you can't have, if you have an empty, school. Where's school, right? If you have a teacher with the students and they go outside, where's school? Is it in the building or is it where the teacher's teaching? Right. It's with the teacher. Where she's teaching. That's where school is. So by saving Atlas, you just get all the people out. And then when they make Penny into a real girl, which is one of my theories, Atlas destroys Mantle. Right, and then you have, I don't know, the bomb maybe blows it all up, right? And then when Salem pulls herself together, she has a new home base, but it's all destroyed. Right.
Exactly, and so there's a movie like that, Thor Ragnarok, for the Avengers fans out there. He keeps trying to save his home.
Spoiler, if you haven't seen it.
Spoiler, just in case.
I haven't seen it, but that's fine. Spoiler.
The movie's been out for a while, so I'm just instead of him, I'm sure you guys might have seen it. But they have I forget, Asgard. He's trying to save Asgard because his sister, her name's Helena, comes back and she's like murdering everybody. And Thor's dad is that
Odin. The goddess of destruction? The chick with all the horns, like
and she's all black and green. And her so obviously Thor's dad.
Because I know she catches the hammer and she breaks it. I'm like,
and Thor goes to his dad Odin. Him and Loki go to their dad Odin, and they're like, "Yo, how do we save Asgard?" And he's like, well, Asgard's not necessarily the city. Asgard is the people. So if you save the people, you save Asgard.
Okay, that's exactly what I said. That's
he's like, so who cares if she destroys the city? I can care. That's not Asgard. Asgard is what we built in the people, and the people are Asgard. And he was like, oh, okay, Dad. So he went there, he saved everybody, and it pretty much was like, see you later, home. Have the city. And then there's a big monster that comes up that he summoned, and the big monster, all he ever wanted to do was destroy Asgard. So he's in there just swinging away, breaking the city, and then Helena's like, and then he just pretty much big bodies her because she's like this little.
Is it Ragnarok?
Yes, it's Ragnarok. Okay. Yeah,
it should be a giant wolf almost.
Well,
right?
no. Well, she had a giant wolf. No, he is I forget his name. It's like a demon, and he's like this huge fiery looking molten looking dude, and he's got horns. Yeah, it's like the best way to explain is like a demon type guy. Okay. But Thor had already defeated him, but Thor let him come back to life because he was his whole plan was to destroy Asgard. So he was like, you know what? You want to destroy Asgard, my guy? And he was like, yeah, that's what I've always wanted to do. He goes, have at it, because he already saved all the people. He didn't care, and he knew that he could destroy his sister. So he was like, you know what? Have fun. Go ahead. So then his sister's like, huh. Who's this guy? And then he's like, have fun.
Anyway, back to RWBY. Let's pull it back. So that's pretty much what I was saying.
Yeah.
Right. You save the Elysians. You save the city.
You save the city. So we just don't know if that's where Ironwood's thought process is, though. So I'm assuming.
Well, I don't think that's where Ironwood. I think if him and Ozpin start talking to each other, maybe. Yeah. Maybe they come back. So, I mean, that'd be interesting.
Oh man, here we go.
I've seen this opening so many times, and I just sit there and I look at things, right? And as it goes on, it just changes even more and more.
Yeah.
want to see Crow just punch Ironwood in the face though, with his ring. He's just
You're not even worth throwing hands with you. I'm gonna stabbing. I'm gonna punch you first.
Because here, if you look at Ironwood, he's standing on the queen's piece or queen spot, but everywhere else is destroyed. Yeah. So that's why I think Atlas is going to fall, eventually destroy itself. Yeah. Because they can just rebuild on that dragon continent.
Yeah. Man.
That's probably where Salem is, but you know, whatever.
Yeah,
that'd be funny if they just switch places.
Yeah, facts. So yeah, I can't believe we only have 2 episodes left after this.
But we also have a massive gathering of several parties. We have the RWBY squad, we have the Ironwood squad, we have the internal conflicts in the Ironwood squad.
Oh, you know what you didn't bring up in the breakdown? It showed, in that last episode we saw Watts and Cinder and...
yeah, I'm gonna pause it, get a little more breakdown.
Because I forgot they've relinked that.
Yeah. That's what I was pretty much getting into, because we also have Cinder, Watts, and Neo.
They all now are together again.
Are all heading to
the vault.
Cinder wants the Maiden powers, but Cinder needs to do what Neo wants, which we think is RWBY, but we do not know is RWBY. And
but we have to also have the logical thing, or the brains now in Watts. So
yes, and they had time to pretty much
and she
pretty much make a plan. And Cinder with Watts is scary, because that's what happened to Beacon. It's like, I mean, Cinder and Watts pretty much took care of Haven as well.
Yeah. But
then, you know, all that stuff happened.
Yeah.
So we have a massive gathering. It's going to be like a Volume 5 when they were at Haven.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that. And I kind of hope it's not a bunch of 1v1s. I'm not completely opposed to it. I'd much rather team fights, though.
Yeah.
I'd rather see a bunch of, like, different battles going on.
Yeah.
But that is a lot to cover in 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining the pacing is going to be really fast. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm having second guesses about Ironwood dying, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I could still see. I mean,
I still completely see it, but there's something else surfacing.
Oh, okay. Respect.
Okay. Who is this? Who's flying in?
I don't know. Oh, they're flying in.
Wait, why'd they fly away just to fly back in?
Remember, they're at Schnee Manor, so they might be.
Yeah, but it's on Atlas.
Yeah, but they could be a distance away.
It looked like they were flying away from, or flying into Atlas.
Huh. Why is Ironwood killing his robots?
We don't know what's.
No, that's not Ironwood. That's someone taking care of the bombs.
Come with her. We put them down immediately. The general gave his terms. No more games. Is there a problem?
Just retracing the steps that led us here.
What is it, sir?
That gun, though, that sounded like...
They're in the Academy hangar.
Because it wasn't a bullet. That had to have been Marrow.
Looking for a way out.
It could be Marrow.
Not going to happen. I've been waiting to take my shot at those two. Let's go, Aesops.
But someone needs to stay here with the general. I'll stay. We lose the payload, we lose our leverage.
It's Marrow.
She's right.
Because that was a gun that shot.
Yeah.
Now.
It wasn't a shotgun like Crow has.
Oh, Crow's is a shotgun? I thought it was like a pistol.
No, it's a shotgun.
Course of action.
I hope you're not going to try to talk me out of it.
No.
She just stabs him in the face.
I don't think that's possible.
I didn't think you'd actually come alone.
What is that?
I expected at least some resistance from your friends.
I don't want anyone else to die. I must open the vault.
Did it in front and not in the back. They usually do it in the back.
Yeah.
So what does this mean?
You've done the right thing.
I have.
Feels weird.
She did it. She did it, bro.
Dude, that was sick. I was wondering why the voice sounded differently. And she actually smiled. She liked that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at them. How did they get up there, though?
Oh, Winter's helping them.
She just boosted. No, it looked like a thing. Oh, let's go. It wasn't there. I told you.
Yep.
This is fast. How did she know?
Oh, Oscar though.
What was that? What was that?
Sorry, guys, but we don't want to fight.
What was that?
Dude, she just hit him with like an anime slice, like a freaking.
Calls, huh? Go. Move to phase
She
2.
probably, Weiss probably could have texted her. Okay,
Has to go to the vault.
she probably texted her.
Oh, yeah,
Weiss probably
'cause
texted her. Yeah, obviously.
We haven't considered.
We've been so worried about keeping the vault closed that we never considered using what's inside. The staff of creation.
They just destroyed
We
her.
could use it to
Yeah,
save
dude,
and get
they
anyone in Atlas
bodied
Mantle back
Ironwood.
to safety.
Well, you'll never guess who I just heard from.
I told you it was Marrow.
Yeah.
Not arresting me?
No. Ironwood's got to be stopped.
Then why did you hit me?
Because you were about to get killed if I didn't do something.
What are you doing?
What I should have done ages ago.
Is it showing what happened before the fact?
Yeah. So it's pre-exposition.
Okay.
I told you it was these two.
Yeah.
Speaking of help,
So we've got people trapped in Atlas and Mantle that we can't evacuate unless we use the staff, which is located inside the vault. If we open the vault, Penny terminates. If Ironwood gets wind of any of this, he blows up Mantle.
There's something else to consider. Once the staff creates anything else, the city drops. Atlas has enough natural gravity dust to keep it from plummeting immediately, but... well...
Can Crow, like, shoot a text to Raven?
He might. I don't know. Does she have her own scroll?
Let's use the staff.
When she's a bandit, I wonder if she'd carry the scroll.
Maybe even to another kingdom.
Why wouldn't she?
Just wave it like a magic wand
I mean,
and make our problem.
she could probably steal a scroll.
Oh yeah, it's true. She texts a random guy. She goes, finds the guy, punches him, takes his phone, and then, oh hi, Crow, play with me.
But, well, he's a character. He can build you anything, but only if you can explain to him how. Like any craftsman, he'll need blueprints, some sort of reference. It'll help if we have real-world examples to show him.
I've already gone through the city layouts. For
Djinn of the staff.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I can help.
There's still James and his bomb to consider.
Oh, I've got a plan for that.
So, that takes care of phase 1.
Meanwhile, the real Penny goes to the vault. With help.
I blasted a hole through the bottom of Atlas, and I highly doubt they've had time for repairs.
Oh, true?
That should take you straight to it.
True.
All of that.
Dude, look, the stairs. I told you.
As soon as
Oh, because that's referring all the way back to when him and Ironwood had that falling out, and he fell through the thing.
I mean, imagine having a direct path straight to the vault. Although this is where Cinder should show up.
She must not have made it in time.
She must not have made it in time.
I see what you did, my good friend.
Oh, it stops time too? Oh, I guess maybe they all stop time. Which is why they have to do it fast, because she was about to self-terminate. I swear, if they turn her into a real girl... It's supposed to be a dude this time, because they said he.
Oh, he's got pecs.
Yeah, my man's jacked, bro.
Oh, he's super jacked.
Come to engage my creative wiles. All I'll say is it better be worth it after my last project. A floating city? How pedestrian.
Hi, Mr. Ambrosius. Sir.
Ambrosius?
Listen, it's about our friend. She's dying.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that you know it's against the rules for me to bring people back from the dead, so...
That's not what we want. She's not your typical girl.
He'll make her human. He's gonna make her human. He's gonna make her human.
So she isn't. I'd love to meet whoever did this. Ah, I see.
Oh, you saw the virus?
Something eating away at her? I'm guessing you think you have some clever plan to save her. Just know, I will give you exactly what you asked for, and I don't want any complaining when it's not what you wanted.
We brought her schematics.
Ooh.
We want you to make a new version of her, using her exact same robot parts.
Aww.
That was curiously worded, girl.
An exact copy of her would include the virus. An exact copy of her without the virus would cease to exist the second you make something else. And we kind of want to keep her around longer than that.
You've done your homework.
We want you to create a new version of her, using her existing robotic parts, taking the virus with them.
Okay, but if I take the robot parts out of her, that would leave...
Penny, the girl who's always been there underneath it.
You can't destroy. It's against the rules. But you wouldn't be destroying her. Her soul is who she is.
The mechanical parts are just extra.
But a soul without a complete body, what would be left?
I don't know. I guess you just have to get creative.
The chef's choice, dude. I do that at restaurants all the time.
No facts. Add a touch up. But if I do that, how much of the old Penny would be
Penny 3.0, or we're going Penny
2.0.
1.
This is all very exciting.
0.0?
I
don't
don't know what the results are going to be.
We don't have any other options. We believe in her.
Then ready yourselves to witness my artistry.
And the second that this happens, Atlas falls. So they have to. There has to be another part.
Well, he said that there's enough gravity dust to keep it up for a little bit, not forever, though.
I swear, did she turn into a real girl? Because I think he's creating a human body?
It's done.
Did they just make her a real girl?
I don't know.
I guess that's the signal.
I
then.
hope so.
Seems like things are moving forward in the vault.
Hopefully Penny is going to be okay.
If Atlas is moving, we need to get word out before people panic.
Meaning hurry.
I know. Okay, this should be, that did, something?
You're live.
Everyone can see you.
Oh. Citizens of Atlas. Mantle. What we have to tell you is very important. Atlas is falling. But...
Oh.
Atlas is falling. Okay, I mean, you said it.
What happened?
It's dead.
Is it Ironwood?
The entire CCT. It just went down.
And
Is it
so
because
did
maybe it...
wide communications. How?
The bigger question is, what do we do now?
Is it... Maybe it's connected?
Atlas is falling. Is that true?
Yes. We're using the staff to get everyone to safety. Salem can have the rubble. We'll all be
they have
long
a
gone.
vault?
Are you going to leave me here?
No. When we're finished, we'll move both of you to safety.
Oh, Winter, thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. It was Weiss's decision.
She's a real girl!
We got a real Penny.
Penny?
She a real girl, she a real girl.
She's a real girl.
Dude, she's a real girl.
Dude.
But hold on.
My God.
Does she have the maiden power, though? I would assume so, right?
This could have been a way for them to give
Are you
Ruby the
okay?
maiden powers.
Do hugs always make you feel this warm inside?
She's a real girl, dude. Oh my gosh.
More! We we should probably make sure our theory works. And start the evacuation.
Free to create and...
you guys can.
Fine.
Let's try the quick version. Can you make a bunch of doorways in Atlas that open at a single spot in Vacuo?
Sure. I'll just need coordinates and specs for each door, an explanation for bending space and time to account for the much greater traffic on one side, and a single point of exit on the other.
Okay, that's about what we expected. So, we need
Could you create those?
to a central location first.
You're going to have to tell me more about this central location for starters. Where is it?
Here. A place like these vaults. Wherever they are, they're not part of Remnant. Only accessible if you know the right way in. Seems like a safe enough place for thousands of refugees.
You kids are either smarter or much more foolish than you realize. I'm going to need a reference.
Oh, we've got one.
I love this. I'm loving this. Someone just falls off.
Nope. Here you go. Dude.
People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one side. And leave on the other side with a one-way ticket to Vacuo.
Well,
are they all gonna beat Mercury or Mercury and Tyrion there? They're gonna beat him there.
So it's done.
Yeah.
Oh no, they might already be there. Oh no, because it's only been a day.
It's been less than a day. It's been like a couple hours.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, and one last point of clarification about this central location of yours. Do not fall. Okay.
I said that's a joke.
Dire warning.
I said it as a joke. I said it as a joke.
Dude, someone's gonna fall now.
Someone has to fall.
Someone's gonna fall.
We did it.
What?
What?
Well,
now?
We go to Vacuo.
Is Ping gonna?
All of us.
Is Ping gonna try to fly and she's gonna jump off and die?
Hope that you've thought of
Can you imagine if we had Penny for like a human for 2 seconds and then she jumps off the side and dies? Man, that was the episode. Huh. Oh, Jane, so dang, Jen is 12 foot tall? Whew.
Yeah.
And I mean, Prox is 13 foot tall? Oh. Tall people in this world.
Oh. Dude, I called that, bro. Yeah. Dude, why?
And it only makes sense because, like you said, she's based off Pinocchio. And her whole life, she wanted to be a real girl.
I know, but there were so many people like, I hope she doesn't become a real girl. I'm like,
why?
I'm like, this just makes sense.
It literally is like,
dude, go watch my reactions to chapter 2. That's my first one I posted because the first one got deleted. But you know, whatever. You'll see that I called this crap. Like, on the dime. I called this.
Yeah.
I called them making... I said that they would have to do it stupid fast.
Yep.
Because programming, the way it works is once project 1 is done, it immediately moves over. You know, that's how it moves. That's how programming works. And they would have to do it instantly. I didn't know it was going to stop time. That's interesting, though, that applies to both.
Yeah.
So... Atlas is falling. It's not instant, so it's not like...
Yeah.
I mean, it does have gravity dust, obviously. I knew that, but I thought it was like fake gravity dust, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, we have the sword. Does that stop time too? I guess that does. So it's not just like it's not just like a...
Yeah. As soon as it's being used, time stops.
But we've seen creation and we've seen destruction. So we've seen when Osmo in the past was getting created and destroyed, right? He created... or the god of light created him. Obviously, he stated, I feel like you know the obvious rule that I can't bring people back to life. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, But I did like that they gave him like a creative touch, although I don't know the full. Like the request was very specific.
Yeah.
But he was like, "I'm gonna give you exactly what you're looking for," and it was like, okay, you know, like these are the rules. Then it was like, okay, interesting. But how did they know they were gonna be able to do this though?
I don't know. It was smart though. And they did.
I kind of wish it was a Raven thing, but I'm a little disappointed in that. Yeah. But that doesn't mean it's necessarily because I mean Yang is in there. She could still make a portal to Yang.
Yeah, touche.
But technically, there's a thing that goes all the way to Vacuo. Yeah. It goes all the way to Vacuo. No, it doesn't go to Vacuo. They didn't say it goes. I think they tried to make it go to Vacuo. No, they did. They said in one way you go Mantle and Atlas, and you appear in
come
Vacuo.
Back, and when you come back through, it's Vacuo.
Yeah. Okay. Which.
And he said, "Don't fall off."
Which makes sense. Said, "Don't fall off," dude. I was making a joke, bro. I didn't know that was gonna be serious. Okay, so in the beginning, quickly.
Be ready for anything. We don't know what state.
So we got a little pre-exposition after the fact. So Weiss got in contact with Winter.
No correction. Winter contacted Weiss.
Well, I just said she got in contact.
Oh, is that what
yeah. So they came into contact, you know, with Winter being the one who, if you want to be specific, she's the one who started it.
Yeah, she did, bro. She sent the first text message.
So anyway, so Weiss was like, okay, bet. So then when they started talking about it, and then they just sauced on my man's Ironwood.
Dude, can we watch the scene again where she did like this samurai sword cut?
We're watching it.
yeah, we're watching it.
Like that's like probably one of the most anime things I've seen the show do.
Yeah.
So this part I'm curious about. How in the world did they get up here? Right? Because obviously that was, unless they just casually walked up.
Yeah.
Because we know she can affect multiple people now.
Yeah.
Right? So she just casually walked up.
Anyone else to die. I must open the
And Winter knew about this. What is this thing?
I don't know.
That thing it's two pistols. It's his pistols inside a machine.
Like a charge rifle.
Yeah, so his pistols are powering this thing. Or maybe this is just an add-on.
Yeah. Maybe that's the only way he could combat Penny if Penny tried to kill him.
Done the right
that
thing.
weapon could probably
Maybe it was like an EMP almost?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
Feels weird. So they must have just casually... Oh!
You've done the right thing.
Oh, pause. There was a ship that spawned in behind.
Feels weird.
Yeah, it was a ship.
She just...
Dude, she bicycle kicked my man. Look at this.
Feels weird.
Law from Tekken? Yo, she just hit the wall kick from Tekken? Oh my gosh. And she grabbed his weapon too, did you see that?
Oh, you see that combo from John though?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's turn it down a little bit. Obviously him and
Robin are doing work.
He goes for a punch, blocks it, and boom!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Uppercut. That was a pretty good combo.
Yeah.
But Ironwood is also super sleep deprived.
Yeah.
So we have to also remember this.
Well, he's 1v5ing right now. No, 1v6ing. 1v6ing. He's fighting Winter, Emerald, Jean, Ren, Nora, Oscar. Yeah, 1v6ing. He's 1v6ing by himself because Aesop's went inside.
He thinks it's a 2v5.
Yeah.
Because Winter.
Yeah. No, it's a 1v6, my guy. So, I mean.
And then this part.
Yeah. Giving her
that's electricity.
Yeah, she's boosting her electricity.
That's electricity dust.
Yeah. Ooh. The fact he got up after getting hit in the face like that and able to hammer though.
I mean, he is like Ironwood apparently. Stay. And she's moving extremely fast. Remember this.
Yeah.
So even in slowed down, she's able to move
her eyes and stuff.
Pretty decently. Then we got Winter and Oscar.
He straight up. Okay, I just realized Iron would grab that.
Dude, Iron's a monster.
Yeah. This little jab thing with the stick though.
Dude, Look how many there are, and I've slowed it down to 50%, bro. I slowed it down to 50%, and that's how many there are, dude? So, in his staff, this right here is kinetic energy, right?
Yeah.
So he's moving it, and the reason why it's shaped like this is for kinetic injury. So, or not kinetic energy. I mean, for him, it's kinetic injury.
Yeah.
But, kinetic energy.
Yeah.
And then the mechanics of it will turn it into potential energy, and that's what was
the explosion.
The explosion. Yeah. So. And then this.
This is like some crap you see in like Naruto.
Because we've seen her do this.
Yeah.
We've seen her do this like unseriously when it was against Crow in Volume 3.
Yeah.
So
that was some like Naruto
which
crap.
This is also really healthy for him because his semblance is broken.
Yeah.
So his aura is broken, which means his semblance, which means he can be consciously thinking, which is.
And he was just taken in capture by winner and Oscar.
This is good because now Ironwood and Osmond can talk.
Yep.
Okay. Because he wasn't defeated there.
No.
He passed out, but much needed now.
Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna watch that one more time.
Just slice him.
What was that though?
I don't know.
What was that? Was that?
I don't know. If it was like a cool effect they added or what.
No, that was something to do with her, right? Because she could have gone twin blades this entire fight if she wanted to, but she didn't. She stayed one blade. I'm gonna watch that more. I'm sorry, that's so cool. This is like my favorite things in animes when they do these like slow motion. Oof. That's cool. I'm sorry. That is so cool. I'm obsessed with moves like that.
Guys, but we don't want to fight.
We didn't want to drop Atlas either, but we've all had to make some tough calls, huh?
Interesting. Okay, so Emerald's
phase 2.
Phase 2. Okay, so they have several stages. Okay, which is them going to pretty much the broadcast room.
Live.
Oscar ran with him.
Yeah.
So it's just Winter that has him.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, both of you. The other person in the vault was Ironwood.
Yeah.
So Ironwood and Jacques are in the things.
Things, yeah.
Okay. So they're talking. Does the obvious, like you were gonna get yourself killed. They start talk. They pretty much talk about the whole brilliantly executed. I thought. Cool vault sequence though, because the only one we've seen so far is like the fan ones.
Yeah.
So I want to see this one more time.
That was really cool. I like that one a lot.
Maybe Ozpin wasn't the one who created the vaults. Maybe he created the vaults.
Creation?
Yeah, maybe Creation created the vaults.
It could be.
So maybe like Destruction destroyed some sort of portion in time and space or whatever, and then Creation created these vaults.
Could have been. But remember, he has to have a written up plan of what he's creating.
Yes. I mean, but you could draw out, that's why all this, desert isn't very hard to draw out, this, he's
like, how many pieces of sand do you want though in the desert?
I don't know, like 13 quadrillion, pounds.
I think I could do that.
He's like 1, 2, 3.
Salt bin the sand out.
He's like, bag.
Oh god.
Like, all right, we're gonna be here for how old is Salem gonna be now? How many reincarnations is this gonna be through? They immediately get through, and they I do want to. I missed a little bit of this part.
The vault. If we open the vault, Penny terminates.
which is what I said.
If Ironwood gets wind of any of this, he blows up Mantle.
There's something else to consider. Once the staff creates anything else, the city drops.
It's good reiteration. I'm glad they reiterated that. I didn't need it, but you know, take it.
But, well, nobody's going to want to be around when it touches down.
Makes sense, because it's, you know,
okay,
many
then
tons.
Let's use the staff to teleport everyone to safety. Maybe even to another kingdom.
We can't just wave it like
Jean
a
the
magic wand
strategist.
and make our problems go away. And we haven't even told you about him.
Who?
The spirit and the staff. Like Jin. But, well, he's a character. He can build you anything, but only if you can explain to him how. Like any craftsman, he'll need blueprints. Some sort of reference. It'll help if we have real-world examples to show him.
I've already gone through the city layouts for the SDC evacuation. Maybe I can help.
Oh, that's where they got the city layout stuff. So they were like, okay, these are like the blueprints of the city.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
There's still James and his bomb to consider.
Oh, I've got a plan for that.
So, that...
I do kind of like, I mean, they can't just like let Emerald walk away free after all this is done. But I am really happy because I have always liked her.
Yeah,
pretty cool character, but can't, I mean, we can't just
act like she ain't done nothing.
She definitely did some, I don't know, give her like 2 years or something in prison. I don't know, because she ain't killed no one. But I mean, she was assisting.
She was assisting. Touche.
Anyway, so this was a cool callback. I didn't even think about this, but that's a cool callback that they that they're just gonna fly up. Oh wait, are they just gonna?
For repairs.
Oh, okay. She did fly pretty far up.
Yeah.
Because that was a pretty big fall.
Yeah, it was a pretty big fall. I mean, because it is her flying in a sense. I mean, it literally. I mean,
yeah, but how long did she do that though?
I don't know. I don't know how far and how long.
I mean, they were resting-ish, kind of in the.
I mean, in the short that we got when she unlocked her symbol. Well, I think that's what we thought.
I mean, she bounced around, but that's a long.
But no, what I was saying was that she got really tired afterward. Didn't she pass out afterwards? So I think it does leave strain on her body. So
in the very first. In the Yang short, yes. But, I mean, she's obviously far more experienced now, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but so it probably does take away from her energy and stuff, so she probably can only do it for so long.
And if it works like a Zenkai boost, which would be pretty cool, like every time it would just get stronger. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
Which, I mean, I could see, because you obviously don't want to keep them at the same level.
Yeah,
but
facts.
Obviously, Ruby ran in there, was like, yo! And Penny needed to not be there.
Okay.
So, because if she was there, she would be here, like these four are all here. So they needed to get in the vault and use it. They couldn't bring, if Penny was there, she would have just destroyed herself in this.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So they had to get, so now we have like a range, because that's not very far.
Yeah, no.
Oh, what is this face? Great face.
Yeah.
Sorry, this face is great.
She looks like she is fried. She's chilling, bro. She's like,
I got the lamp, bro.
God, you got some munchies, dude? I'm starving, bro.
Yo, can you create me a dinner, bro? Like, bro, I need a bag of chips, my guy.
Your friend over there is dying, but I'm gonna need that Big Mac like ASAP.
Like, yo, you got the schematic? I got it. I got the recipe.
Seeded bun, middle bun in the middle, 2 patties, pickles, lettuce. Like she knows.
Let me look up the song. Let me look up the song real quick.
Oh no! Oh no!
So then he's like,
"So she isn't."
Oh, she isn't.
Meet whoever did this.
So I think that's a really good throwaway line, because potentially they can give it to Pietro, who can create blueprints of whatever they need.
Oh, that is true.
Having 2 super creative minds work together, bro. That's got to be foreshadowing.
But guess who else is really good at creating blueprints? Watts. Yeah, so if he were to get his hands on a staff, it could be a problem.
Well, of course. Lamps are always either, very good or very bad. Not lamps, relics. The relics. I mean, but I think that's foreshadowing for
Pietro.
For Pietro.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and then
that copy of her without the virus would cease to exist the second you make something else. And we kind of
I want to see this.
We brought her schematics. We want you to make a new version of her, using her exact same robot parts.
That was curiously worded, girl.
Does that make sense?
There's something eating away at her. I'm guessing you think you have some clever plans.
Does that make sense?
Just know, I will give you exactly what you ask for, and I don't want any complaining when it's not what you wanted.
We brought her skin.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll give you exactly what you ask for.
Using her exact same robot parts.
That was curiously worded, girl.
An exact copy of her would include the virus. An exact copy of her without the virus would cease to exist the second you make something else. And we kind of want to keep her around longer than that.
You've done your homework.
We want you to create a new version of her, using her existing robotic parts, taking the virus with them.
Okay, but if I take the robot parts out of her, that would leave...
Penny, the girl who's always been there underneath it.
You can't destroy.
Did Yang say anything here?
It's against the rules. But
Did Weiss say anything here?
Destroying her. Her soul is who she is.
The mechanical parts are just.
Oh, Yang did too. Oh, yeah, that's
extra.
right.
But a soul without a complete body...
Could Yang get her arm back?
Left.
I don't know.
You technically could.
I guess you just have to get creative.
Chef's choice.
I could do a little add a touch up, but if I do...
Because, like, I don't know, I'm still in the restaurant business.
Yeah.
And I've had people that are just like, hey, like, just make me whatever, you know? And I'm like, what do you like? And they're like, oh, I like this. I'm like, I could probably do a little bit. This is exactly what happens when you're like, yo, you decide.
Yeah.
I mean, although sometimes you might get someone who's just be like, okay, you're getting, you know, ham and cheese. That's it. They're like, that's how you're creative? Yep.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. Ham chisel, my guy. But
it's like, okay, but yeah. So here it's like
that made sense. That line, if you're talking about, I don't know if you're talking about them or him, but the line he said made sense.
The question that she asked was, or the not the question, the requirements was after.
Yeah.
So,
but he made sense. I can give you what you asked for, but don't be upset when it's not what you wanted. Because I mean, you can ask someone to do something and they don't do it the exact way you wanted. But if they got it done, I mean, it's like, well, you
I mean,
asked me.
I think it's a play on him being a genie almost.
Yeah.
Because genies are very much like, you're like, hey, like, can I have more wishes? And they'd be like, yes.
You never saw many.
But
more,
you never
right?
asked. You know, you just said, can you?
Yeah.
Not may.
Oh, true.
Can you grant me more wishes? Or like grant me more wishes, you know, or something like that. So he's like, oh, you know, genies are very trickster like that. So I think that's a play on him being a genie-like person.
That's true.
So very cool character. I'm glad we get to see another one. I'm very interested to see the other two now.
Because we have destruction and choice, right? Is that what it is?
Destruction and choice of the other two, yes. Which I still think Glenda's choice. Just
okay. Could be.
So, and then
I'm a real girl.
These guys broadcasted. They at least got their message out.
Yeah, same like that.
They're like, yeah, Atlas is falling. And everyone's like, what? And then portal opens. They're like, okay. We're going in. Because, I mean, even if you managed to run away from the direct underneath, it would still...
It calls it black.
It would still... So here's Ironwood.
That boy said Atlas is falling. Is that true?
Yes. We're using the staff to get everyone to safety. Salem can have the rubble. We'll all...
Salem can have the rubble. Okay. So, technically, if Atlas is falling, she's going to be built up here.
What do you mean built up there?
Because she died... So, Atlas... So, you have land, right? This is mantle. And then you have Atlas up here. She died on Atlas. So, if it's her single point of resurrection, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If Atlas falls, she would just res up here. Or she's going to be on Atlas when it falls. Which means, like, her random piece of rubble that's down there, wherever. Yeah, it's just, she might be buried underneath Atlas, and then she'll just dig her way out.
I guarantee you we see Sam again, too, before the...
I think the way it's going to be at the end is, if I was going to make a theory, it's going to be... Everyone's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I was originally stating.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to see, like, a hand just, like... rip out the rubble.
Yeah.
And then maybe you see her claw. It could be just a hand.
Yeah, because we already know what
and
that
then
means.
we'd be like, okay, it's Salem, or they could show the full amount. You know, it could be like one of those, and it's like one of those like eerie music things.
Yeah.
And then it's just like,
build up for it. Yeah,
and it's just like, okay,
yeah.
I mean, I could totally see that because. So this is where
you get a real girl.
It is weird seeing her without her.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But it's because these are machine. These is mechanical.
Yeah.
You know. So what else of her is mechanical? I'm trying to see. I mean, obviously, you know, the entire body, but you know. Oh, here. So see, like the little green power button.
Yeah.
No green power button there. She doesn't have her gloves.
Gloves.
Everything. Her outfit is the same, right? Obviously, I think there's a little bit of different shading going on, but like, can't tell. I can't tell if this is different. The little yellow piece on the top.
That's what it looks like it is, but I don't
looks
know.
like slightly different, but not a huge deal.
So we got that. We get it like malfunctioning.
So I guess this is Penny 0.0.
Yeah, because I'm just curious with the maiden power because that figure had the maiden power, but I don't know if it transfers over.
But it's connected to the aura of the person.
Oh, okay. So if he was able to transfer the aura, then yeah, Gucci.
So I mean, exact replica. So
my question is, what are her abilities going to be now? Besides, having
like I said,
power?
Like I was saying earlier, this having a way to buff her is the maiden powers, but nerfing her would be removing the robotic. Part of her. Which is what I was originally saying.
Because now she doesn't have those blades that come out. She doesn't have the beams that come out of her hands. So now all we know.
Well, the beams never came out of their hands; came out of her guns.
Oh, guns!
Or the sword gun things.
Yeah, but either way, so she doesn't have the weaponry.
I mean, she's still a maiden though.
But we was to say she's
which is probably why when she fought Cinder, when she created those ice blades, that's probably a setup, a foreshadow to her not having those blades.
Yeah.
So I think she can still fly.
Yeah, she'll fly. She still has
because
maiden powers.
Cinder can fly.
Yeah.
So she can still probably do those giant beams because Cinder did that to Ozpin.
That's true.
So I don't necessarily think it's going to be changed. It's just going to be she's going to have to do it a little different. You know,
she's going to have to rely all on the maiden power.
Yeah,
like it's all maiden power now at this point.
Yeah. So which
isn't a bad thing, you know, is what it is.
But she can't be rebuilt now.
Yeah, can't be rebuilt. It's official. She's gonna grow old and die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There ain't no resurrecting.
Yeah, I bet you were still a robot when you're 90, huh?
I remember back in my day when all I had to do
was the staff. Here are my schematics. Make me back into a robot.
Back when I had a couple of cranks in myself, I just hit myself with a WD-40.
But this part's really cool. I'm glad they did this because she's just like she's experiencing like
emotion
touch
and love,
you know, feelings and all that. So I really like this part. He's like, oh, you guys again.
Yeah.
Then he brings it up. I thought this part was cool because you have Cordovan in the back.
Yeah, freaking Cordovan.
And then you had this spot right here. So he said, "Hey, don't fall down." Okay. Oh no.
What?
This part. She's mixed in with the crowd.
At Mantle.
Don't fall down. Cinder just
knocks our body down.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yo, look at all these Jean waifus, bro.
Right?
Yo, he's just picking them all up, bro.
The waifus. Got them all on deck.
But this part, so we're gonna get a Cinder on this extraterrestrial planar bridge thing. Because they're all going there. Why did you play? I don't know what you play. But did he create it already? Oh, I guess he did, yeah. I want to see just the place. Okay. So what is this giant thing behind him? Probably just design, I guess?
Design, I guess. I have no idea.
But you have all these places, and this one obviously goes to Vacuo, which means a portal opened to Vacuo, so technically some people could come through that way.
Oh, it's true.
You have Mercury and them just walk
in. There's like
hours of flying just to like walk through a portal and come right back.
Yeah.
And how long does it stay up? Oh, until they use the staff for something else.
Yes.
Which means that if someone gets closed inside, forever.
Ooh. Is it about to be banished for life in here? I wonder who it would be. Who do you think would be banished for life in here?
Ah, dude, who? I think it's definitely in the realm. No pun intended, but you know. Like a realm of possibilities. Like I definitely think.
Maybe it'd be Cinder. Oh, golf what?
But then, okay, even if it was Cinder, right? We can go with Cinder. We can go with Cinder.
Yeah.
Right. Say it was. They would still need her to get the relic of knowledge.
And the relic of knowledge.
So therefore, she would still come back. So I would be okay with it being Cinder then.
Yeah, let's make it Weiss then, so you know.
Yeah, let's leave Yang in there too.
I'm down.
And RWBY.
Oh, I don't know about RWBY. I don't know about RWBY.
And Volume 3 Crow.
You mean Goat Crow?
Let's just leave Tyrion and Crow in there and then just have them fight forever.
And they never die. So like even if they stab each other, they won't die. They just keep
like, my turn. It would get boring after like days. Then just be like, okay,
it's like, dude, I chopped
your turn.
He's like, I've literally cut your head off 20 times. This is getting boring.
They'd probably start out. They'd probably become friends. They'd be like, "Dude, you know what? You're right. Clover wasn't a great guy anyway."
He's kind of annoying. He's kind of annoying. All that luck for one man.
But this is interesting. The rules, because we get to see the rules of the genie. Of I forget his name. Do you remember his name? He said his name.
It says at the very end. If you go to the end with the blueprints, if you go back, I think is it.
Get off the screen, Penny. Stop hogging all the attention.
I think they were the first thing that came up, were they? I was right. Aprox or approx.
No, that's approximately.
Oh, whoops.
These are the color schemes.
I said approx. His name's approx.
His name's approx. I don't think it says their names anywhere.
I said their names. Whoops.
Based on staff top. Okay, so that's his chess piece. Okay. So what is that then? Is it just a chain link? No, because he has one too.
Go to the voices.
Oh, he's the thing that Senku has.
Yeah. Oh. Senku, that's officially the homie.
Oh no, that's his hairpiece. That's his hairpiece.
No, okay. Yeah, I think
they got buns of steel though.
Yeah, I think Senku might be my new favorite anime character besides Vegeta.
They didn't say anything here.
And then Crow. I like Crow.
I wonder what this says. Patterns are engraved. Baseline should also be carved in.
Sections of the door are separate layers, not flat.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Different sections.
Yeah. Okay.
Lights activate from bottom to top. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's showing the fan door you're talking about.
Material should be the same as Spring Maiden door, but not exactly the same color. Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty sure the creation one, because Atlas was the newest place to become like established.
Yeah, facts.
I'm pretty sure that he used the Staff of Creation to put them all away.
Yeah, that's true. He probably did.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
So, let me see.
Is the voice actors? Is it going to show the voice actors or no? Did I already do the voice actors?
The voice actors?
So we can see what his name is. You can probably tell it. Like, so there's Rain.
Oh, Ambrosius.
Okay.
Valentine Stokes. Oh, what a name.
Is that his name, Ambrosius?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who else in this show is named Ambrosius? We know every character.
You don't know who Jacques Sneed is. I have no idea who that guy is.
It's Jason.
Yeah, I feel like he's that guy. No, I'm saying just Jacques Sneed, the character, though. Like, I feel like that guy's a dick. I can just tell by his name he's a dick.
Yeah, true. Yeah. James Ironwood. You know all these people.
Yeah, that dude, that character Harry kind of sounds like a biatch too. You know.
True.
Guys, just
Howard Wang, bro. Whitley. You can't be mad at Willie. You didn't do anything. That part. Okay, so she's entering. Who else is here though?
I try to look for Watts. I didn't see Watts anywhere.
But that doesn't. This could be Neo for all we care.
Yeah, because that's why Neo couldn't be anybody here.
So any of these people could be Neo, right? Watts, however, we don't know where he is.
He's probably hiding in the shadows, my
so
guy.
we gotta figure out where Watts is. We got 2 episodes left. Right? I kind of want there to be a giant battle, right?
Yeah.
If they take this path, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because I want to see some fight, a casualty of some sort. You know, like I want to have Rin maybe die. I want to have.
We need hard death.
I need someone. I need to be emotionally impacted this season. This volume.
I need to cry. I need to be hurt.
I need chapter 14 to just destroy me. And when this happens in chapter 14, I'm gonna be like, why did I ever say this?
Yeah.
Because I don't want whoever dies to die, but I need something that's gonna tear me apart so that I am on the edge of my seat till next year.
What if we lost one of the our favorites? That was what if Crow died? Crow died.
That makes sense, yeah.
Like Ironwood and Crow fought, and then Ironwood just got a lucky stab in somehow and just killed him, and all because everyone's saying Ironwood could die, but what if Ironwood flipped it and made Crow die? That would suck. That would suck.
What if he put the bomb in this extraterrestrial area and blew everyone up while they were walking across?
What if he banishes the bomb? What if
he has, grabs a staff and creates the other 3 relics and, brings the gods back and just wipes everyone off?
But that's not a thing, but that'd be kind of crazy.
What if he uses
I'm ready.
The staff?
The staff, okay.
To bring Majin Buu.
But then what if they get the staff and he decides that he wants to become Ultra Instinct Goku, not even get Goku, he wants to be Ultra
But does he have the
Instinct.
schematics for that though?
Oh, touche.
But then what if he wanted to create the Patari earrings and fuse with Ruby?
Now we're just going completely off the path.
What
if the staff of creation is the green blast that calls the stone in Dr. Stone?
True.
If
you didn't know, we were also reacting to Dr. Stone.
And then, next thing you know, they break out and now they're all Halo characters from Red vs. Blue.
True. But they all got big heads like RWBY Chibi.
Oh. And remember, if you get shot in the head, CPR.
CPR, boys, CPR. All right.
I cannot believe that episode still making it. So if anyone dies of RWBY, you just gotta tell them, hey, yo, Crow's on, yo, CPR. You got
that? Okay. So we're going to head out for the day. We thank you all for coming. If y'all would like to support us, liking, commenting, and subscribing really lets YouTube know we're here with all the algorithm bullcrap that we have to work with.
Oh, yeah.
You guys really make this possible for us. Checking out the links if you want to check us out on Twitch. We both stream. And if you want to further support us, you can check out the Patreon and see what else we are doing in the future.
Oh, yeah.
And also, if you want to check out our other series, we've done RWBY Chibi, which I think most of you have already seen. We're doing Dr. Stone. We're getting him caught up through the first season.
Really good, by the way. So good.
So that we can both react to season 2 together. Obviously, we're doing Red versus Blue. We should be able to crank those out very fast. But other than that, we will see you all in the next one.
Deuces.